amazingly talented cosplayer, and she's going to tell you a little bit more about that in a second. And Mia Tamlin is a makeup artist who you've seen doing a couple other segments. Mia, will you tell our audience what other segments you've done here at Marvel Becoming?
For Marvel Becoming, I've done Mantis and Yondu and also Singularity.
And as you guys can see, she is dressed up as Mantis right now. She looks amazing. At some point, she will turn around so you guys will be able to get the full effect. And here we have Jay, who is becoming a Dora Milaje from Black Panther. Jay, can you tell us more about the Dora Milaje and also more about your history with cosplay and what you're doing here at Comic-Con?
Dora Milaje are the elite bodyguard team for the Black Panther. They serve the sovereign and the country. They are amazingly talented women, and I'm so excited to become one of them as part of this project. I love cosplay. I've been cosplaying for about 7 years, and I've been going to Comic-Con for 6. I work with the Women in Comics Collective International. We promote female creators, writers, artists, cosplayers, editors in the comic book industry, and our booth is over in the Small Press Pavilion at H9, so come get some independent comics from us. I love cosplaying with Marvel. I've done She-Hulk for the A-Force #1 cover, and I'm super excited to be doing this too.
Well, you look fabulous so far. Mia, can you tell us a little bit about the process and what you're doing? Obviously, I see you're putting makeup on the lovely Jay, but can you walk us through a few of the steps that you're doing to make her become a Dora Milaje?
So I'm using a cosmetic grade acrylic to kind of trace the lines on the face. The Dora Milaje, all of them have very distinctive tattoos or line work, depending on what faction or part of the Marvel era comic you're reading. So they also have varied. Most of them you'll see will have no hair. But
yeah, I know we originally, and our notes specifically said that we're not putting you in a bald cap, but yes, the Dora Milaje most of the time are completely bald. Is that true?
I mean, I like the fact that they have different styles. You can either have natural hair or relaxed hair, or you can have a baldy, and it doesn't really make a difference to me. I think it's still cool just to do the makeup. Bald caps are an intimidating thing, but I know Mia can handle it because she is a pro.
Yes, I see. I love your, obviously, as I said before, I love your Mantis cosplay.
Oh, thank you.
Can you tell us how long it took and what was the process like to do Mantis's antenna that you have?
Today, it took me about 3 hours to do.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, which is actually pretty quick in the special effects industry. A lot of the actors will come really early in the morning, and it'll take about a few hours with a team of people applying makeup on them before they even go out and film for an entire day. So I had really small pieces, so I didn't have to worry about the intensive process of it, but it did take me a few hours. Applying makeup on yourself is very different than applying makeup onto somebody else. It's a little bit difficult because you have to kind of work backwards.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, so would you say it's easier to put makeup on somebody else than on yourself?
For me, yes. For me, it's a lot easier to put makeup on somebody else, for sure.
And how, okay, in addition to, so I was going to ask about some of the challenges of, doing cosplay makeup at an event like Comic-Con. My first question to you is, as you can tell, it's very warm up here under these bright lights.
It's really hot. I'm so sorry I'm so shiny right now.
No, that's okay, but how do you ensure that yourself, your own makeup stays fresh and the makeup of the cosplayers that you do?
I would do a lot of touch-ups. I use really good silicone grade adhesive, so that makes it stay on really well.
So they don't just sweat it right off?
Yeah, I might have to take a look at it in a second though.
Your
for sure.
application is perfect. There's absolutely no wear down at all. It looks amazing.
Thank you so much.
It does.
It's fresh.
It's held up fantastically. You just have a very dewy glow about you instead, so it looks great.
That's great.
Not in a bad way though, in a good way.
No, I like dewy, but not shiny.
So I know you said you've done several Marvel characters already here at Comic-Con, and it's only day one. You've done Mantis and Yondu. Who has been your favorite character that you've done here at this Comic-Con? And then overall, who's your favorite Marvel character to do makeup for?
Well, I've only done Mantis so far, and now I'm doing Jay. But we are going to be doing a couple more ambush makeups later on today. So those ones are going to be exciting as well. Honestly, I just have a great time. It's hard to pick a favorite because each makeup is so different, so and there's a different process that kind of went into them. So I'm really excited. I love the Dora Milaje. I think they're stunning, and they're very fun to do. Mantis, of course. I picked it for myself, so that one's always
Because
been
you already
great.
look so much like her that the transformation must have been pretty easy.
No, it's been a process for sure, but I've just had a lot of fun. Like, I'm really fortunate that Marvel has asked me to come on and do these makeups, and I've just been having a lot of fun doing them. So it's hard to pick a favorite,
Good.
I would say, for sure.
Do you have any Marvel characters that you haven't, done creation makeup for that you were hoping to?
Oh, there's so many.
Like who would you pick if you could do in the makeup for a cosplayer doing any Marvel character? Who would you pick?
I was just telling Laureen earlier, I would love to do, Storm is one of my favorites for sure. I'm really excited about Ragnarok. I think it looks awesome, and I don't know, there's just so many different ones that I could do that I love. So, but I would say probably those two right now.
I'd love to see you do a Gamora, because in the movie version of Gamora, she has these cybernetic implants that kind of show through the skin, and I'd love to see how you did that to bring more dimension to the look rather than just a
Gamora?
flat green with like silver showing through. I think that would be amazing.
Gamora would be so much fun. I actually really love the comic version of Gamora. I love how she has that gold under her eyes and stuff.
Do you need me to close my eyes again?
Yes.
So Mia, can you walk us through what you're doing now? I see you're putting some glitter, it looks like, on Jay's eyelids, which
Everybody
I love
loves the
glitter.
shiny,
I love the
yeah.
glitter, so keep it coming.
I'm just pulling like some red tones, and then shiny, like some glitter adds a little bit of dimension to the look. I feel like when you go too matte, a lot of people like to go either really matte or really shiny, and I feel like if you use a combination of both, it gives you more dimension to your look for sure.
For sure.
And the Dora Milaje have a lot of red in their makeup, so like their tattoos tend to be red, their costumes tend to be like a red tone. So I just wanted to like bring that back in and like kind of make it cohesive, if that makes sense. So.
What's your favorite part about doing cosplay makeup?
Just how creative it is. Like, it's not something you really like. I would say like a lot of people don't really push their boundaries with cosplay makeup. So for me to like do something more outlandish or show people that you can get this look with makeup.
Because the transformation can just be overwhelming, and I'm sure people are probably surprised all the time at the difference between before you start the makeup and the final transformation.
Yeah, I love the transformation process. I feel like a lot of people are intimidated by makeup, for sure, and they tend to like fall back on hair and costuming, and I feel like a lot of times makeup gets kind of ignored or like as kind of an afterthought. And I feel like it can really complete your look. So to showcase that for me is, I think, important in the cosplay community.
Definitely.
It gives it a different aspect, So.
I see you're doing Jay's lips right now. I was just about to ask her a question,
Oh,
so
no.
I'll ask you and then you can answer afterwards. I was just going to ask you, Jay, what your favorite part about cosplaying is, or what's the best reaction you've ever had to one of your cosplays? And we can pause for a second and let Mia finish. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so it's really fun to bring to life a character that's rarely cosplayed or a new character, something different people haven't seen before. And Captain Universe is my favorite Marvel costume that I've ever made, because it's a character that's the spirit of the universe. It can be anyone. It's been Spider-Man, it's been Invisible Woman, it's been X-23. And it inhabited a new character who actually looked like me, and I was like, oh, my time has come. And I made it with reflective tape, so it lit up when you took pictures of it, and I had a glowing eyeball. Like, it was super intense. And people were just like, oh my gosh, this just came out. How'd you do this so fast? What? So that was fun, and I got to wear it here on the stage at San Diego Comic-Con. Won third place. Woo.
Awesome. Well, we don't have too much time left, so as we're spending our next couple of minutes wrapping up, I do want to give you guys each a chance. Give the audience rather your social media shout outs. Tell people where they can follow you and see more examples of your fantastic work. Mia, go ahead.
You can find me on Instagram. It's 5M, so Mia. And I also hang out around Facebook, so Mia Tamlin Makeup. Those are probably my two big social media outlets. I feel I'll post more of my work and also my cat. So.
Oh, because who doesn't love cats? And then Jay, where can we see more examples of your wonderful cosplay?
I am at that Jay Justice, Jay Justice, on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, and Instagram.
And I do have to ask, is that your real name, Jay Justice?
It is now.
I was gonna say because that sounds like a superhero name, to be honest. So I wasn't sure if I didn't know if that was your real last name or if that was the go by, but you rocked it. Perfect name.
Once I realized that my destiny was to be a superhero, I knew that I had to shed my my normie name, and I'm ready now.
You know what? And you chose the perfect name, Jay Justice. I think that suits you perfectly. Mia, what last steps do you have for Jay before her final transformation is complete?
Probably just like, pulling everything a little bit more cohesive, mascara, but that's pretty much it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, she looks wonderful, and I'm so impressed at how quickly you managed to pull this off. Because when I'm doing my own makeup, it takes so long.
I can go for quite a while. So.
Well, you did it. You did it. You did it
so.
perfectly. Like I said, it was very, very efficient. That is just about all the time we have. Next up, stay tuned for our Diamond Select booth tour. Once again, I'm Jess Brohard here at San Diego Comic-Con. Stay tuned.